So I have been posting videos about these supervised visits that I have to have, which are ridiculous. Delaware County Social Services is forcing me to do this, although we are merely homeless. I've not been accused of any kind of child abuse whatsoever. And I have to have supervised visits. And I'm told by social services, this is just standard. It's just how they do things. But then I'm told by David Gordon, the attorney I was appointed for family court, he's never heard of such a thing. He doesn't understand what's going on. But he tells me, just keep your mouth shut. It's social services. They're going to do whatever they want. Just roll with it. So I have been. So most recently, Friday, the supervised visit, my son Michael shows up with no EpiPen. The same EpiPen, Kay Van Duzen, my current caseworker, and Anna, the morbidly obese parent aide, I do not know her last name. That is the only way I know how to describe her, because it's just simply true. They threw a whole shit fit attacking me because supposedly he didn't have his EpiPen when he went to his foster care home, which he did. So I made all the arrangements to make sure that he had his EpiPen in the pharmacy ready for pickup within 24 hours. It was never picked up. The next week, they show up to our supervised visit, and Michael still didn't have his EpiPen. Now, God forbid I should get upset, try to make a point of this. So again, this past week, Michael shows up with no said EpiPen. Why are the people that actually have custody of my children not held accountable? I don't even have custody. Now, when we had that meeting, Kay, Anna, and I, Kay Van Duzen, the social worker from Delaware County Opportunities, my current caseworker, and Anna, the morbidly obese parent aide, they attacked me over this EpiPen. And Kay tried to tell me that I was going to have to go pick it up and deliver it. Somehow. I don't know how that would be accomplished, as they know I don't have a ride. Any kind of medical reasons that I have to be transported, they provide me transportation. But again, that day, I was not to get upset. Nobody's allowed to get upset anymore. You're not allowed to have feelings about anything. Well, just certain people. Just us poor people. So, I find out that there is no EpiPen with Michael as they arrive late, because they didn't even know where my children were that day. They had to run around the countryside hunting them down for supervised visits, because I'm the one that needs to be watched. Isn't that ironic? Isn't that crazy? Someone needs to come take a look at how this county is being run. Social services was not even created to attack people, although in these small towns, social services is just used as a vindictive tool to just make calls and spew bullshit. And then social services likes to pick it up and take it and run with it. I guess it makes them feel important. I don't know. I'm not sure. We're not supposed to have feelings, though, right? Social services, aren't you not supposed to be emotionally invested into any of this? I am perplexed why I continue to be attacked, picked apart, ridiculed, made you feel less than. Do you know why I'm homeless? Because I stopped paying my rent. The unthinkable. Don't do it. Not a good idea. I'll never do that again. But I did it. First of all, we were living in uninhabitable conditions in an apartment on North Street in Walton, upstate New York. And as I called to report this to HUD, the codes inspector, anyone that I could think of locally, nobody listened. So I stopped paying my rent. And there was another reason that I couldn't pay my rent even if I wanted to. The prices in Walton skyrocketed. Price gouging. Examples of this are also on my YouTube. And as I stated before, I do not have transportation. I was isolated in Walton, and I reported that to everyone, and nobody wanted to listen to that either. Now, why am I poor? As Joelle Potter wanted to say to me, how did you get yourself into this situation, Tammy? We're just trying to help you out of it. Well, I am disabled. My back is fucked. Do you know why? Here we go again with the irony. As I have explained before several times, in 1981, I'm standing on Beale Boulevard on the side of the road as my dad is sitting on the steps, and I'm waiting for his instructions for me to cross the street. And up over the knoll comes a, guess what? Wait for it. A Delaware County Social Services car with their cute little emblem on the side and everything. Ruth M. Drum, a CPS worker no less, creamed me with her car. She hit me. She hit me with her car. Broke my femur, cracked my pelvis. So now, heading towards 50, all this trauma has taken its toll on my body, and I have pushed through it and ignored it all these years. And I can't anymore. It's taken its toll. I'm now disabled. And I applied for Social Security. And I was denied. Because this transportation system that I have to use, because I have no choice, because I'm poor, won't pick me up and take me to my doctor's appointments. And not only me, this happens to my 4 sons as well. Now, I'm surprised I haven't been attacked for medical neglect yet, for the appointments they've missed and I've had to reschedule. I'm surprised we haven't been kicked out of our pediatricians' offices because of these appointments. Thank God they believe me and they know I'm not lying. That no, we haven't just blown off the appointments. We were actually just ditched by the MAS system here in Delaware County. How did I get myself into this situation? Joelle Potter, are you figuring it out yet? And as I said to you, when you made that comment to me, you're just trying to help me out of this situation. I'm just trying to do the same thing for you, Delaware County. So back to the visitation that was had Friday, the supervised visitation. No EpiPen. They showed up late because they didn't know where my kids were. the foster care parents that are now responsible for my children are not held accountable. I don't even have them. And Kay Van Duzen asks me questions like, well, what appointments do you have? Where are you going? What are you doing? You know what, Delaware County? You have me for 2 hours a week. Now, every other week. I'm only allowed to see my kids every other week for 2 hours supervised. For no good reason. And I said to her, I don't have to tell you my every move. That's not even your business at this point. You took my kids. And she says, well, I just thought you'd be courteous. Really, Kay? Courteous? Is that what you were when you threw the box at me as I sat in the back seat trapped? When your supervisor, Candace, told you to empty those boxes and put the stuff in the trunk? And as soon as Candace walked away to put the stuff in her own vehicle, you threw the box at me and said, you're just going to have to hold it on your lap. Really, Kay? How many other people are you treating like this? This is your job? And then when I'm alone with you in the car, all you want to do is cry and whine about your own shit? I honestly couldn't care less. You're upset because New York State won't let you gather rainwater? You psycho prepper? Are you kidding me right now? Your disdain for poor people, I can taste it. And it tastes like shit.